Are these eyeballs?
Great, so we are playing hide and seek with this guy.
What's the origin of this pendant? I need to know. Yeah, you should have stayed right next to Akane.
I said that is possible.
Is it somehow connected to Yoshiki existence? Is it like mistranslation?
Why I'm feeling bad for you? Why you so good?
So you meant literally. What is happening in this game? Did I get the bad ending? Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Gore Screaming Show, and this time we are starting pretty freaking intense because Gore is actually attacking us and we have to somehow defend ourselves. There's pendants that Yoshiki left behind, so I hope that Kyoji can figure this out and help actually, and you know, like throw it at Akane as I said before or something. So yeah, let's just go to the episode and let's see, because it's going to be intense. Let's go. Unless there's someone left who can like save us. Unless Yoshiki is still alive, it's still a possibility. Kyoji doesn't know what Gore is up to, but some instincts of his warns him to whatever he's planning is dangerous. Oh yeah, it is. Stumbling across the floor, Kyoji bumps into Momone, but he manages to regain his balance as quickly as he falls. Akane, let's go. On impulse, Kyoji grabs Yoshiki's arm off the platter and starts running. Okay, so one thing good, he grabbed it on impulse, so that's good. Okay, so we have a pendant. He doesn't have the chance to reflect on how nasty or creepy it is, but some instincts tell him to do what he has to do. Okay, he has some pretty good instincts. Okay, I'm happy about that. Well, he could grab just a pendant, but yeah, hand is bigger, I guess. Akane runs right beside him. Okay, so even having like pendant like in your proximity basically makes you like immune to Gore, because he's not grabbing them or anything. He's like normally Gore would just catch them straight up, like right now. Looking how fast he was and stuff before. There's no sign of Yuka and Gore in pursuit, but their laughter echoes loudly behind them. Yeah, pretty much. Let's go to the police as soon as we get out of here. Yoshiki is probably dead. Gore must have killed him. Yeah. The arms feels cold, hard and heavy in his hands. Some part of Kyoji's mind must be completely numb, allowing only anger and grief to fill his heart. They run down the corridor. It's so silent that the gruesome scene in the dining hall and the arm Kyoji now cradles feels like nothing but a bad dream. They reach the dim kitchen, which is still every bit as dusty as filthy as it was when Kyoji came in. He lunges at the knob and pushes the door open. He doesn't want to spend a single second here. He has to go outside for looking help, and then the door opens. Sunlight burns in his eyes, momentarily blinding him. But the moment they step into the light, Kyoji and Akane both gasp. Okay, why we have like, what is this background? What's happening? Are these eyeballs? It's eyeballs. What the fuck? Kyoji doesn't know either. He knows they went back the way they came, but wait, so they opened the door outside, but they're still inside? Wait, what? So why? How is what they're saying possible? Before them is a long corridor, stretching as far as the eye can see. Wooden doors line both sides at irregular intervals. It's like the wall before them is a huge Trompe l'oeil painting come to life. Who is that, like some person? Can someone let me know what that means? I have literally no idea. I see this first time. I'm confused. Please help me in the comments. Appreciate it. We probably took a wrong turn. Yeah. This is weird. So they really do like I said, like when the sound just stopped working and stuff. So they are kind of like making like some kind of like pocket dimension or something for this. Yeah, they are definitely not from this world. I can write. The corridor clearly dwarfs dimension outside dimensions. But it's still right here in front of us. Let's head back to the time being. We probably went into the wrong corridor on the way here. No? Akane nods anxiously. Kyoji grips Akane's hand to his right while tucking Yoshiki's arm under his left. He turns around, carefully reopening the door when they just went through. Once again, his eyes widen in disbelief. Huh? They find themselves in another unfamiliar room. There's nothing but grey. That is their first impression. On closer inspection, the walls are all naked and painted concrete. There are small, faint circular depressions and dark grey stains covering the rough texture of the walls. It gives the impression of the bleak, cold, sterile prison cell. Okay, so they are trapped here. How do we escape though? That's the problem. Can we even escape? There's a barred window, but it's so close to the ceiling that even if Kyoji and Akane were to stand on each other's shoulders, they still wouldn't reach it. In fact, this room is probably almost 10 meters tall. Yeah, Akane, let's get out of here. Yeah, good thinking, Kyoji, but the problem is how. Kyoji yanks hard on Akane's arm. He opens the door behind them again, expecting to emerge back in the corridor. But that doesn't happen either. What the hell? Like, this thing is like keep changing? Like, what? Like, every time they open the door, it changes. You know what it like reminds me of? It reminds me of kinda of what was the name of this? I played this on this channel. It was like very niche, like pretty much no one watched that. Sound of Drop? I think, yeah, it was called Sound of Drop. Something Poison, something Sound of Drop. I forgot like Japanese name for this. But yeah, it was pretty cool, and also it had like similar thing, like you open the door and there was like, what the fuck, like everything changed. Now they're in a Japanese style room. A large sliding door fills their eyes. And if you want to look at this series, I will like link this under like this episode of Gore Screaming Show, because, well, I mentioned it, so why not? Probably will not watch it anyway, but download surface in red letters and words try again. Okay, okay. Those motherfuckers are playing with us, yeah, pretty much. To the left, there's another sliding door with the glass panels on its top half. Through them, they can see a veranda and a dry landscape garden past that, okay. Drawing Akane by the arm, he opens the sliding door. What the hell's going on? He feels like Alice in Wonderland. The next room, everything much bigger than Kyoji's and Akane. The table, the chairs, and the bed tower above their heads. Save for the door on the other side of the wall, which is so small, it looks like only a dwarf would be able to squeeze through it. What is happening? Written beside the door, also the red letters, is the word bingo. Great! They're leading you somewhere. I got an expression contours. She looks like she might burst into tears. They open the door they just came in from, now finding themselves in an entirely different room. Kyoji and Akane start running blindly through the rooms. Each door they open reveals a different scene. One leads to a small room of antique dolls, each of them broken in a different way. I have a feeling like we start Gore Screaming Show in this episode. This is the episode where we truly start the game, I have a feeling. In this like weird labyrinth, and we are trying to escape. Another leads to a room full of coffins, like something out of Dracula movie. Running around like that makes Kyoji queasy and dizzy. It reminds him of the dreams he has when he's sick with fever. This is a nightmare. How many times has he felt this way since moving back to this town? Probably no signal. Akane takes her cell phone out of her pocket and starts pressing the keys. She have like little microwave guy as the brush, or how do we call this? Okay. A subdial tone emerges from the speaker. Oh wait, they actually get through? How the hell? Okay, I'm surprised now.
もしもし、お母さん。
How is that possible? Like what? Atakana's expression brightens.
お願い、助けて。今私たち。
What's happening? But all of a sudden Akana lets out a screech and hurls her phone away. What? Oh shit! Okay, he's hijacking our phones. It clatters across the floor and hits the wall, allowing Kyoji to see Gore on the small LCD screen. Wearing a nasty smile on his face, he's dressed in the apron, with a ladle in his hand. Oh no.
Great, so we are playing hide and seek with this guy. In his world. Sure.
Yuka? Yuka? Let us go? Why you... What the hell? Who's Haikun? Why you want to murder him and you don't want to murder us? What's your deal? Yuka voice comes from nowhere in particular. Her tone suggests they're being toyed with, being watched. It's- yeah. She's got speakers and cameras set up somewhere. She's watching us. Yeah, or like this whole dimension is like basically like, I don't know, like inside her belly or something, or like inside Gore or something. Like, I don't know. This is, yeah, this dimension just belongs to them. They just like see everything inside. Yeah, it's hijacked basically by Gore. They switched it out or hijacked. Yeah, the frequency or something. There's a million ways to do this. Forget this. Let's just go. Let's just get the hell out of here. Yeah, but how? He makes his confident declaration and starts walking, but in truth, he's overwhelmed with anxiety. Well, no shit, like... This is a terrible situation. You cannot think calmly in this situation. You are chased by basically, like, pair of monsters. One is clearly a monster, and second is possibly a monster, but like cute monster, so you don't know, but she's like terrifying. And this world is like changing constantly, so yeah, you might start thinking that you go crazy and stop making like rational judgments. Yeah, that's pretty much it. None of this is possible. This is all just another hallucination. Maybe they were placed under hypnosis or something without them even noticing. As he tries to reassure Akane, who's on the verge of tears, Kyoji opens one door after another. But even if you can go or somehow hypnotize them, when did it happen? Where does reality end and the nightmare begin? Does the hunk of flesh he's holding with one hand, does the shivering Akane's he's holding with the other even exist? Ooh, he's starting to doubting like Akane existence. That's bad. Does he even exist? Okay, that's also bad. Like, maybe... What if he will start thinking that this is a dream and like the only way to escape is to die? That's like... No? No, don't think about it. There isn't a time to be thinking about such things. They need to escape. Once he starts thinking, he will just freeze up, and that will be that. There's more eyeballs now. After nearly 5 minutes of running around, they find themselves back in the long corridor, just like the first one. It truly feels though they're being toyed with. I wonder if like... No, they opened the same door twice and there was always something else. I thought like maybe they're like connected in a specific way. But yeah, they can just switch them around, it seems. Yeah, never mind then. You can hear Akane panting behind him. Even if she's in good shape from being on the track team, she's still a girl. Fatigue is catching up to her. Can you keep up for a little long, Akane? Stop bluffing, you're grasping for breath. Kyoji starts opening each door, lined up in the corridor without stopping through them, only checking to see if any of them lead outside. Akane takes a deep breath and continues, her voice sounding firmer than before.
本当に平気。それにさ、こういう時は休んじゃうと後がきついのよね。きっと動けなくなっちゃう。
I mean, it makes sense. On the other hand, catching up for your breath is also important. But you have a point. Truly, he does feel physically spent, but more importantly, he's emotionally exhausted as well. The moment he starts thinking out how truly terrifying the situation is, terror will freeze him solid. But what's the point of going if it's just one more of the same? This is some hallucination? No door, the open will lead out of this place. They can continue down this corridor, but it will never end. By now, they are not even sure which door they came in from. Were they even going forward, or have they been going backwards? That's right, that can't possibly happening. Akana, do you have a feeling that even if we keep opening these doors, we won't get anywhere?
私も今同じこと考えてた。でも
Yeah.
どうやったら出られるんだろう。
If we had like, I don't know, strength or some explosives or something, we could try to make a like hole in the wall, maybe that would help, who knows. What if we like do like some kind of like weird stuff, like I don't know, like walking backwards and like opening the doors without like looking at them? What if we do that? Like, I don't know, in video games sometimes that works, right? Like the puzzle just require you to not look at the stuff.
それにあの人たちどういうつもりなのかな。
Well, more specifically, they probably want to do something with you because Yuka don't want to hurt Kyoji, it seems, but she don't like you, so they probably want to eat you. Even though Kyoji threatened Yuka of not forgiving her, but on the other hand, Yuka killed wife of Yoshiki, and then Yoshiki. Actually, there's high possibility that she will kill Akane and then she will kill Kyoji. Yeah. That's a problem. Kyoji has no idea. Also, yeah, like, ultimate goal, we don't know what they want. We have literally zero idea. Kyoji has no idea. Given what those two did to Yoshiki, they might just want to kill them. Yeah. They are definitely sadistic enough to do that. Maybe they are just crazy. No point thinking about it now. Either way, it's clear they're dangerous, so we need to get out of here. As he says, Kyoji stops to open what feels like the 100th door. Akane, lost in thought while following behind him, bumps into his back. Since he's holding on a hand, he's had to awkwardly clutch Yoshiki's arm with his spare one. His awkward grip causes it to drop to the floor. Ah. But when Kyoji hardly bends over to pick it up, something usual happens. What the hell? For a second we had the illusion disappeared. Oh, the pendant can destroy the illusion. So if the pendant touches the ground or something, it disappears. Like, it's like destroying the illusion or stopping it. What's the origin of this pendant? I need to know. Whose pendant is that? Is that Yoshiki's wife? That's why she died? Because she's been a threat? I'm so curious about so many things in this right now. Okay. The ripping outwards from Yoshiki's arm in concentric circles like a body of water hit by the drop of rain. The polished floor began to warp and bend, twisting and stretching, gradually revealing dirty, dusty floorboard beneath it. Yeah. Kyoji breathing speeds up. He doesn't know why or how, but the illusion is fading. But then something else happens. Well, they figured out that they figured out. Okay. I guess it's a time to attack since they don't have pendant on themselves, right? Yuka's voice rings out of nowhere and then... Well, crap. Suddenly the black-cloaked man descends on them, barking with shrill laughter. He glides towards them from the far side of the corridor. Something blows from Gore's direction. making the hair on his back stands on end. Kyoji instincts scream at him to run. Run. Akane run. Kyoji reflexively pick up Kyoji's arm and start running. Huh? Yep. Maybe he will now figure it out. Probably he will think now that it's Kyoji's arm, but eventually he will find out that that's a pendant. His eyes widens in shock. The moment he picked up Yoshiki's arm, the glimpse of reality that revealed itself suddenly disappeared. He doesn't have time to think. A kind of voice pulls him out of his reverie and he starts running again. Yep, just as I said. Kyoji, tell her that you will not, forgive her and you will hate her forever if she do that. That should stop her, somehow. Yuka voice eggs Gore on, the year after Akane. The moment he hears that, Kyoji freezes up. You think I will let you? As Gore bears down upon them, grinning, Kyoji rushes towards him. His mind is blank with anger. He doesn't have the first idea how to oppose this man, but he will never let them kill Akane without a fight. Gore bends forward as he charges towards Kyoji, wagging his index finger. Yeah, he can just go around. Also, he does have human features, I just realized. I never saw that he have actual skin. I saw he have a hair, but I didn't saw he have a skin actually. Huh. I kinda just run. I will keep him busy. Hurry. Yeah, you forgot how fast he is? Kyoji lunges at Gore. His fingers grip his mantle. Or they should have, but the moment he thinks he has Gore in his grip, his fingers grabs the empty air. Yep, okay. Yeah, you should have stayed right next to Akane. Gore's large from soars through the air, gliding effortlessly over Kyoji's head and lands in front of Akane. Well, dead. God damn it. Now Path of the Revenge of Kyoji. Throw the pendant or throw the hand at Akane. Literally, throw it at her. Akane. Akane's face stiffens. Kyoji can see from behind Gore's body that she opens a nearby door and takes cover in a nearby room. Shit. Gore chases after her with a crackle. As the door is about to close, Kyoji follows after them, but... Okay, they separated. There's nothing but a small windowless room. The walls are smooth, without any windows or doors. Its only notable feature is that it's so wide and clean it almost gleams. No one's there, neither Gore or Akane are anywhere to be seen. He's trapped in some room. They just literally trapped him somewhere so he cannot follow Gore and Akane. Kyoji, you better figure out how the arm works. It's about time. Akane's going to die. You can hear Akane scream somewhere in the distance, and the voice echoes loudly from every direction. I have a feeling Kyoji will find them, and Gore will be basically eating her, and she's be already dead, or she will be alive, but eaten alive, and it's going to be fucking. That's so bad. Kyoji will definitely have traumatic situation here, and he will be on the path of revenge or something, just like Yoshiki. He basically became second Yoshiki at this point. I said it before, but yeah, it feels like it's Kyoji is becoming second Yoshiki. Akane? Kyoji desperately bangs on the surrounding walls. Somewhere. There has to be a door somewhere. It's probably hidden cleverly under the concrete walls somehow. There has to be some secret passage out of this room. It might be a trapdoor, or an exit hidden in the ceiling. But no matter how hard he bangs and kicks on the walls and floor, nothing budges. He can't hear Akane's screams anymore. Oh no. Oh no. He realized the door through which he entered this is gone too. Kyoji stands frozen in the white light. Akane. Akane, answer me! Akane! He shouts so loud his throat feels like it will tear. He got her involved. It's his fault that this is happening to her. I said! You should have tell her that you're going home! If he only hadn't come here, then she wouldn't have followed him. Or that! He should have gone on the police for help instead. He should have at least confined in Yamiko. Why did he even come here? This was too little too late. Yoshiki probably long. But wait. Kyoji glances at the object. He's still holding Yoshiki's arm. Okay. He starts thinking. Okay, he's figuring it out. That's your only way out. You need to make this room normal. Go outside with like normal door. And then go probably back into illusion. And follow the door that they entered. Or something like that, maybe. Because they entered in the illusion door, not the real one. When it fell to the floor earlier, Kyoji catch a glimpse of reality. Or at least, that's what he thought. Maybe it's worth trying again. Because said it herself, Gore couldn't eat this arm. Maybe Yoshiki somehow protecting them from beyond the grave. It sounds like something out of occult documentary, but maybe it really possessed such power. After a moment's hesitation, Kyoji places Yoshiki's arm on the floor. He assumes the pendant is important to Yoshiki in some way, so he sets the limb down gently, making sure the pendant doesn't touch the floor. He waits for a moment, but nothing happens. Was he imagining what happened earlier after all? No, it's because you put it on the wrong way. Biting his lips, he picks up Yoshiki's arm again. The pendant is coiled around the arm, but the strap comes loose, causing the stone to touch the floor. Yep, finally. Oh, we are back into the room that we had dinner. Oh, okay. Kyoji's eyes widens in realization. He understands now it's not Yoshiki's arm contains some power. It's a pendant that's special. The ripples spread again, slowly growing larger and larger. The rippling grows into a swirl with that pendant at the very center, and the breeze begins to billow. The wind rises up into a spiral, forming a small tornado. It whips at Kyoji's hair, lashing so fiercely at his cheeks that they sting. The light grows brighter. The room, already white as it is, becomes dazzlingly white, so bright he can't bear to look at it. Kyoji reflexively squeezes his eyes shut, and high-pitched sounds reverberates inside his head louder and louder, until both light and sound reaches a climax. Until finally he can't see or hear anything anymore. Wait, what? Why is this happening? Is it because it's like so bright right now? I guess like it's just the power of pendant that's like making him feel that way, right? Louder. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it was just a pendant. But then his vision returns. Is this? What's going on? He's back in the dining hall. Could be that he never set foot outside of this room, experiencing an illusion the entire time. No, pretty much you've been like put here in after like you were running, obviously. But actually maybe you were just sitting there hypnotized, who knows? But Yuka and Gore tried to catch them, so I think they actually ran. It's not like they were sitting here, because if they were sitting there, then they could just grab them. As he looks around, a raspy voice behind him calls out. Oh shit, he's alive! As I said that is possible! It's possible that he's alive! Holy shit! Team up with Yoshiki! Sitting with his back leaned against wall, it's none other than Yoshiki. How we did not see him before here? Holy shit! His arm is gone through. But he have a smoke. Damn. You're alive. I thought you were dead. Wow, what a soundtrack. It feels like he's dying. Kyoji squats down to face him. Yoshiki cracks a bitter smile.
今のところはな、そう長くは持たない。
Yeah, seems like it, like you're bleeding a lot. Yoshiki says that like it's not his problem, but his face is pallid. A makeshift tourniquet bites deeply into his arm, severed just above the elbow, but the flesh has turned purple, necrotic. Ah, it's been a while then, huh? His clothes are soaked with blood. Kyoji can see severe injuries under the torn fabric. Kyoji didn't immediately notice her, since he was so focused on Yoshiki's gruesome state, but Momone is sitting there, clinging to him. What?
早く逃げましょうよ。逃げたらすぐに病院に行けばいい。
Oh, yeah, because she's so like,
あんたなら
yeah. She's not a normal human being, obviously, like, she wants to help and stuff. But she's, like, terrified of Yuka and Gore, like, they basically enslaved her here.
あんたならあの悪魔たちから私を助けることもできるでしょ。
Yeah. What is she on about? Kyoji furrows his brows. She probably meant Gore and Yuka when he said demons, but isn't Momone Yuka's mother? Nope! Nope! Yoshiki lets out a gradual chuckle.
悪いな。俺はさゆみの仇を討ちに来ただけでね。あんたを助けに来たわけじゃない。
Well, avenging Sayumi will save her, so it's a win-win situation.
そん
だが、
Yoshiki looks at what Kyoji is still holding in his
お
arm.
前が拾って逃げたと、百音に聞いてはいたが、それがあるなら可能性はあるな。
Yoshiki looks directly into Kyoji's eyes. The man's gaze still burns brightly. How did we not see you here before? Yeah, it feels like the first time Yoshiki called by his name, which unsettles him. Yoshiki gives him a serious look, as if he's talking on equal.
その腕を俺に。
Oh? Kyoji holds out the man's own severed limb. Yoshiki accepts his lost arm, which was a part of his body not long ago, the same indifference as he might accept an offered handkerchief. But then, with a level of care in stark contrast to that indifference, he removes the pendant from the arm before handing it back to
お
Kyoji.
前にこれをやる。この石にあいつらに対抗する力が
Yes.
あることは、もうお前にも分かっているだろう。
Yeah, I think. But what is that thing? And who is that Gore guy thing?
答えてやりたいが、あいにく時間がなくてな。
Yeah, seems like it. God damn it, we'll need to figure it out by ourselves. It's like, I mean, I get this, like, we don't have much time, but we are basically attacking an unknown entity. We have no idea what it can do. What are we going to do now? This lady is right. We can just run away now. You might leave if we get you to a hospital. Kyoji, you forgot. Just before that, you heard Akane scream, right? You have to decide. You either go for Akane or you take him to the hospital. Like, it's one of the two. You cannot do both. Yoshiki is still lucid enough to talk this clearly. If he receives proper medical care, he will definitely survive. But Yoshiki's next words come out in the faintest of whispers.
無駄だ。血が流れすぎちまった。もう動けない。
Yeah. Yoshiki's right. Even in the few minutes they've been talking, his face has grown visibly paler. At this point, his skin is ashen. Kyoji has seen a corpse before. His grandfather's, who passed away peacefully in his bed. Yoshiki looks just like as pale as his grandfather did back then. As Yoshiki said, there's no saving him anymore. Nothing can change that fact.
そんな顔するな。
Well, it was nice to see you. Oh, he was a cool character. I will miss him. Yoshiki says, with a sad smile, placing the pendant in Kyoji's palm and softly closing his fingers. But we can learn more about him through Yuka, because she knows him. Maybe we'll know more about him.
大事なものだ。なくすな。それを持って百音と逃げろ。そして二度とこの辺りには近づくな。
We have Akane here. It's either saving Momono or Akane. I mean, if we save Akane, then we save Momone, right? Like, we can, like, go for Akane, save her if she's not dead yet. And I assume she actually is, but it's worth a try. And then, while we escape, we can grab Momone on the way. I think that's possible.
この館はすぐになくなる。
Wait, what? Why it's going to be gone? What? Okay, this is weird. Gone.
いいから、急いで出るんだ。
Okay, this is what? Why it's manifested in the first place here? It's going to disappear because you die? Is it somehow connected to Yoshki's existence? Yoshiki gently pushes him, but he shakes his head. Akana's missing, I have to find her. Hearing this, Yoshiki furrows his brow. After thinking for a few moments, he nods.
5分が精一杯だ。その間に探せ。
Is this mansion seriously connected to his life or something? Why is this connected to his life? Because he's like about to die. And he can say like, you have like 5 minutes or something, like him to like predict like somehow around like how much time he have left. Why is it like that? I'm so curious about so many stuff right now. Yoshiki, you are so important for the story, it seems.
早く逃げるのよ。
And Momona will disappear as well, together with the mansion then, if she's inside. Before Kyoji can reply, Momona bolts away. She flings the door open and runs off. Kyoji nods and reluctantly takes off after Momona. Kane? Kane! He shouts as he runs behind Momone. He can hear Akane see any sign Akane or see any sign of her. Yeah, the problem is that it's like very high possibility that she's already dead. Hey, you Momone-san, do you know where Akane might be? Kyoji shouts at Momone, but the woman simply runs wildly, her hair flying in all directions. It doesn't seem like she's listening to him. Well, she's been like used and terrified by these two for a long time, it seems. So yeah, you cannot blame her for like not caring about anything. She just wants to get out of here. She don't care about anything else. I can understand that. When he first saw her, she was leaning on a cane like an old lady. So where is she getting that speed from now? Well, adrenaline. Is it all from just panic and adrenaline? Yeah, pretty much. Her bad leg still drags behind her, but compared to when he first saw her, her steps are downright nimble. Now that he's seeing her from behind, she also looks much younger than he first thought. Okay. Akane? Akane! He keeps calling out to her, but to no avail. They eventually turn to a familiar spot, the door to the parlor when they first visited the mansion. So this is the way out, huh? If that's the case, the entrance hall should be right around the corner. He has no idea what Yoshiki planning of doing, but they're running out of time. If Akane is still trapped in the mansion, he has to turn back and save her. He's about to do just that when he hears Momone cry from the entrance hall that lies ahead.
Yuka!
Oh! Wow, that was like very strong scream actually from her. Her voice is full of hatred. Yuka stands in the entrance hall with her back to the front door, as if she's trying to block their escape. Facing her is Momone, who has drawn herself up to her full height, legs apart.
ユカ、この悪魔、また私の邪魔をしようっていうのね。私を捕まえて、
Yeah, pretty much.
今まで通り奴隷みたいに。それよりもひどく扱おうとしてるんだね。
Momone glares at Yuka with bloodshot eyes, frothing at the mouth as she howls with fury.
残念だけど、
Whoa!
もうあんたにそんなことはできやしない。私は知ってるんだよ。あんたがあのペンダントに弱いってこと。
Well, Momone, I have the pendant, not you.
ざまあみろ。あんたが恋焦がれた教授ってやつもあんたのことを嫌ってる。
Pretty much. Yeah. We said, do not hurt Akane.
当たり前さ。あんたは悪魔なんだからね。
Yuka simply looks at Momone and says nothing. But Momone doesn't seem to care. She keeps rambling on, finally venting all her pent-up emotions. Kyoji pushes past Momone and confronts Yuka himself. Hey, where's Akane? Is she with that freak Gore? There's no time, he has to save her now and get out of here before it's too late. Looking away from Momone, Yuka grays expressionlessly at Kyoji that parts her lips.
当時ってそんなにあの女のことが大事な
I said to you before, I will hate you forever if you do anything to her. His face burns up. He has a feeling she's mocking him. If you freaks do anything to Akane, I will make you pay. I will kill you, I swear.
ふーん
Yuka curls a lock of her hair around her index finger, toying with it as she seems too small to something over. Tell me, or else. Kyoji grips the pendant Yoshiki gave him tightly. He doesn't know how it will affect Yuka, but this is his only weapon here. But just as that thought crosses his mind,
私の言うことを聞きなさいよ。
what the hell? Momone charges at Yuka. In her hands is a kitchen knife. She must have been picked up at some point. Momone raises the knife. Yuka doesn't so much as steer, staring once again at Momone. Her large, distinctive eyes reflect Momone as she's about to stab her. What? Is it like mistranslation? It should be he, right? I think this is a typo. Can you let me know in the comments? I have a feeling like this is a typo. Unless it's actually supposed to be like that. And I just don't understand this. I think like it's he can see the knives pointed. He can see the knives pointed sink into Yuka's belly as if it were happening in slow motion. Yeah. Like before, it seems like like Yuka have like physical form. So did Momone actually manage to somehow hurt her? I mean, Yoshiki tried to kill her with just like gun, so maybe just being close, to the pendant makes her like physical. The two crash into the display case by the entrance, their bodies tangled together as their heads slam against the furniture. Yuka! Kyoji doesn't know why, but he finds himself calling out her name. Yeah, this is weird. Like, why would you call Yuka instead of Momone? Like, Momone is your ally at this point. Is it because you are enchanted by her? He hurries over to the crumbled bodies, but when he pulls Momone upright, who's laying over Yuka, he cringes. Also, Yuka's the only one who knows where Akane is, so we pretty much want her alive at this point. For now, at least. We need to find Akane, and without Yuka, we probably won't do this. Oh shit! What the actual fuck? I don't know if I have to censor this or not. I will need to like check some kind of gameplay or something on YouTube and see if I have to censor this. I probably do. What the actual... Why Yuka feels like she's in pain? It actually hurts her. Oh god, the Momone with like the brain out with like glass. What is happening? Momone's eyes have rolled back into her eye socket as she spasms slightly. The cabinet door shattered, sending sharp pieces of glass through the back of her head. Okay! Her decrepit face is curled into a grimace, letting her tongue stick out from between her pale, quivering lips. Soon enough, she stops moving entirely. Her limp body sags into Kyoji's arms. All strength abandons her.
バカな子せっかく生かしてあげてたのに
So you can actually kill Yuka like that?
許してあげて
What the fuck?
And also I feel... This scene just makes me feel bad for Yuka. Why? You are murdering Akane at this point. Why I'm feeling bad for you? Ah. Is it because of your voice? It's probably because of her voice, right? I was going to let you leave or forgave you even after everything you did to me? Is she talking to Momone? Yuka pushes Momone off her, her voice soft. Holy shit, that's... Oh wow. She actually got stabbed. Hey, should you be getting up? It feels like it feels strange to ask Yuka such a question. I just mistake Akane with Yuka, what the fuck? It feels strange to ask Yuka such a question. After all, she put Akane and Yoshiki through so much pain. But seeing her suffer so much before his eyes steeled his heart. Thick beads of cold sweat from Yuka's forehead as she grimaces. The kitchen knife is embedded deep in her slender torso. What if, like, she's like feeling pain and everything, but she cannot die? What if that's the case? What if she will heal up, but she can still feel the pain? What if that's kind of immortality? That would suck. Yuka grabs the knife handle with her small hands. Hey. Moaning, she starts to pull the knife from her belly. Hey, stop it, you will die. He calls out, trying to stop her, but Yuka doesn't heed his words. It sounds like a gaze reaches his eyes. He hears. A fountain of blood gushes forth before his eyes. The knife coated in blood, up to its hilt, clatters to the floor and slides all the way to the wall. Yuka presses a diminutive palm against her belly and peers up, coquettishly, at a shocked Kyoji.
教授はあの子とは違うわよね。モモネみたいに
God damn it, Yuka! Why are you so good?
しないわよね。
I mean, I will not stab you if that's what you ask, but you still have Akane, so can you please not murder her? I don't wanna murder you. I don't think I can, but I can use pendant to basically make you never like get close to me. But I don't think I will murder you. But yeah. Only if you don't like do anything to Akane, please. Why, Yuka, you are so good? Oh my god. Dark red blood seeps from between her round, childish fingers, dripping onto the floor. Her eyes beg him. She skirts in his direction, leaving behind a trail of blood. A trickle of blood flows from her lips.
教授は私と
Why are you so fixated on me?
一緒にいるんだもの。
Hey. She closes in on him. He pulls away, and his back hits the door.
あの女のそばじゃなく私と一緒にいるのよね。
Oh, this is brainwashing. This is brainwashing. Yuka's eyes twinkle. Her buds and her lips part in a smile, revealing that even her teeth are red with blood. What the actual fuck? Even without even meaning to, Kyoji let out a panicked yelp.
そろそろか。
Oh shit, the mansion is going to disappear. We haven't found Akane. Oh no. What's happening? What's going to happen? Yoshiki whispers, looking up the grandfather clock, or rather at the spot where he remembers seeing a grandfather's clock. Oh wait. Oh, he remembers. Yeah, he is able to see. This soundtrack for him is so amazing, I love it. He hasn't been able to see clearly for a while now. No, his eyes can see, but what they perceive fails to properly register in his mind. Field of vision is dark and clouded. Specks of green, yellow and black waft through it, then vanish. When all turns black, his pathetic life will come to an end. Yoshiki slowly tries to raise his left hand. Gripped in his fingers a small silver lighter. A guitar is engraved into the surface of the lighter. Sayumi, the only woman Yoshiki ever loved, gave it to him on one of his birthdays they spent together. His fingers tremble, the cover won't open. He needs to somehow light the flame and hold it up to his stomach. Oh, he's trying to cauterize the wound. He has to light the dynamite scrapped to his stomach. Wait, what? What? That's what you mean that the mansion will disappear. Oh! So you meant literally. Okay. That reminds me of some other novel I play currently on the channel. I'm not going to tell you which one, but his damn fingers just can't seem to manage it. Come to think of it, the bones of his one remains arm are broken too. He was so occupied until now that he didn't have the time to think about it. Yoshiki cracks a tired smile. No, at this point he can't even conjure up the strength to change his expression. Even his face doesn't budge, though he's laughing at himself inside his heart. Really, he always did screw up at the most important moments. He focuses all of his willpower on moving his fingers. If only he managed to open the cover, the lighter would ignite, and all he needed to do was to drop it on his stomach. As long as his clothes get cut, the fuse would ignite. Or so he hoped. He hoped that Kyoji and Akana made it safely out of the mansion. That boy is just like him, trying to protect the girl he cares for the same way Yoshiki wanted to protect Sayumi. That Kyoji wouldn't have to tread the same path he did. For a moment he thinks. He hears it sound like uncoiling spring. Then he sees something like the red flame flash in darkened vision. He can tell if he's going to the same place Sayumi went to, but if nothing else, he would get to rest. This time, Yoshiki really manages to smile, but suddenly he sees something that shouldn't be there. His field of vision, which has been fading for a while, suddenly clears up. What's happening? Yoshiki, what do you see? He sees a pair of slender legs and clean sneakers. This isn't Yuka. What the actual fuck? Is there like someone else like Yuka? What is happening? He can't find the strength to raise his head, so he only looks up with his eyes. Okay, Akana's alive, but what is happening in this game? What is this? Is this truly Akana? Maybe it's not Akana, I mean like, her size doesn't match up to what we saw so far. But she does look like overall like Akana. But the body proportions doesn't match. Why her eyes are so empty, like looking forward? What Gore did to her? Maybe like she's dead, but like her personality, like her brain? What? Akana stands there looking down at Yoshiki with the expressionless face and lifeless eyes. Even as she watches the life drain from Yoshiki, she doesn't react at all. She just stands there with a dazzled look on her face. He can't manage to speak. He wants to tell her to run. Kyoji is looking for her, but she has to get out of here fast. As Yoshiki's hands trembles, the lighter flames flicker unsteadily. All he needs to do is set fire to himself. That should settle this. That's what he must do with little life remains in him. But Akana doesn't react. She just stands there like a statue. Oh, I know what's happening. Gore is controlling her. You remember like Gore controlled the teacher? He's probably controlling her. Gore is making Yoshiki to waver, to not light that up. What a fucked up way of like, oh wow. Oh oh, there's Gore. She's like a puppet. There's something like black mist surges up behind her. Gore slips by Akane and sinks to the floor in front of Yoshiki, shaking his head like bobblehead. He peers into the dying man's eyes, shaking his head like carnival float. Very, very happy. Yeah, sure. Gore snatches the lighter out of Yoshiki's hand. Well, okay. Keeps shaking it up and down, in and find out of Yoshiki's field of vision, tossing it around like the beanbag. Yes, pretty much. A flame suddenly bursts to life in Gore's hand. Raging, dancing flame approaches Yoshiki's stomach. Wait, he actually is like... Okay, I mean... Yeah, they're like out of the world, so... Explosion probably will not delete them. But Akane and Kyoji will die. Akane simply stands next to Gore, her eyes blank. Gore shrill, cacophonous crackling mingles with hiss of the flaming rising down the fuse. A flash and then a defeating blast. At this point, Yoshiki consciousness reaches its end. A moment later, the blast reaches the entrance hall where Kyoji and the others are. Kyoji, who would have been cornered next to the door, was lifted into the air along with it. His body is flying away at a dizzying speed. Akane's actually dead! Holy shit, we actually have another Yoshiki in Kyoji. Kyoji will be alive, right? Like, the wind will just like push him out of the door or something. For the briefest of a moment, he feels weightless. The gravity yanks him back to the ground. He gets a glimpse of Yuka's small body sailing through the air. Sees how she crashes to the ground, how she impacts a piece of derbies jutting out from it. Sees the blood splattering every which way. He hits the ground. The impact knocks all the air from his lungs. He might have gone unconscious for a second. Everything goes black. When he opens his eyes, the first thing he sees is the red, burning sky. It forms a backdrop, the color of Akane's hair, upon which a column of black smoke filled with countless sparks is painted. The sparks and embers dance like the flock of fireflies in the dark cloud, as a sight that strikes him as oddly beautiful despite the horror of this moment. So he's like losing consciousness, basically, and like everything is burning. Did I get the bad ending? Somehow? I felt pretty confident that I made like correct choices. The night sky has sparkling stars, and the day has the brilliant sun, so maybe black smoke and cinders fit the sunset. But as that thought crosses dazzled mind, he realized something else. There is something hot on his legs. Kyoji jumps and scrambles away. The sparks he was admiring also smoldering on top of his uniform and leaving little burn marks all over it. As he beats the cinders of his body, he gets to his feet. Despite being blown away by the blast, he miraculously doesn't seem to have broken or fractured any bones. In fact, he can still walk normally. Okay. He's definitely quite battered, but perhaps, due to the adrenaline rush, he is not feeling any pain at all. None that matters anyway. Given the situation, Goji can only stare aghast. It's burning. Akane! The large and sturdy mansion built from stone is now in flames. The flames dance so high that Kyoji asked to himself, what in that dreary building could be fueling a fire so large? As standing in what used to be a front garden, which is now littered with the rubble that was blown away from the estate. The fact that none of it hit him feels like a miracle. The heat emanating from the flames burns and dries Kyoji's skin even from the distance. The sound of a glass window being blown out somewhere by the fire raging inside brings Kyoji to his senses. Akane. Akane? He shouts as loudly as he can. Did she make it out? He wanted to be able to protect her this time. Did she fail again? Akane, can you hear me? He stumbles around, struggling to lift his feet. Akane. On that terrible day 3 years ago, he failed to protect her. So this time he wants to believe he managed to keep her safe. Akane. He doesn't want to lose her. Answer me, Akane. Kyoji shouts as hard as he can, trying to make him heard over the din of the collapsing building. Akane is alive! Kyoji widens eyes. He's not imagining things, he definitely just heard Akane's voice. He looks around and spots a pair of feet peeking out from behind a piece of derbies. One missing a sneaker. Akane! Kyoji promptly hurries over to her. Between two large pieces of rubble and a patch of grass that's barely visible between them, Akane lies, her body twisted. Oh, god damn it! Laughter spontaneously spills from his lips. You can see that she's bruised and scrapped all over, but she's not seriously injured at all. What about her mind though? I mean, she was like so... What happened to Akane? He cradles her hair in his arms, feeling her warmth. You lucky girl, you're pretty much intact. He unconsciously voiced his thoughts aloud. Thank goddess. Just thank goddess. He embraces her. Smoke and sparks wheel up into the sky, which is now turning violet with the coming night. Because you can still hear the sounds of crackling in the crumbled rubble behind him. But the nightmare that lasted for so long is finally over. Yoshi's sacrifice put an end to all of this. What's happened? Oh. Kyoji's tears, the sunlight shining through the curtains, is blinding him. So this is morning, we somehow managed to get back. Wow, that's it for this episode. So many things happened. So many things happened in this one. How I have like... I want to, like, in the next episode we are going to see actually probably like how's Akane, because Akane's state of mind when she was like controlled, basically it seems like she was controlled by Gore. She was so empty-eyed. It's like, also they let her leave because she was like cut in the point blank in the explosion and she lived. So Gore had to protect her and like throw her away in under this derbies or something. When everything exploded. For some reason they let her leave. There's no other explanation. There's no other explanation. Gore and Yuka let her leave somehow. And Yuka, like, So she's immortal, but she can still feel pain. I don't know, What an episode! And we lost Yoshiki! I so want to know more about everything now. But for now, I'm the most like afraid about like Akane's state of mind, basically. Her body might be not injured. She's alive. But I wonder how she's mentally. But we'll see that in the next episode, so leave up a like if you like the episode. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and would like to see more of the series more often. And become a member if you want to support me and see the episodes earlier than everyone else. Thank you everyone for being with me with this episode, and I will see you in the next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.